Well, well, well.
Football Power Hour.
Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Football Power Hour. Yet another episode. This time we look at the Manchester United versus Arsenal game. And how can I summarize this one, really?
Make me sweat, sweat, sweat.
You know, this club that we love, my lord, my lord, my lord, it is something else, you know. It can make you really lose your head. It can make you sweat. Matter of fact, it made me, what's the word? I was working, right, for part of the game. And I just have like one part of me felt like, well, Manchester United lost 1-0 to Arsenal, arguably the best team in the Premier League right now. They're top of the table at this very moment. And then part of me was like, what kind of like nonsense is this? Me seeing losing 1-0 as a success. You know, it's such a mixed bag of feelings. And I'm sure many, many, many fans of Manchester United around the world also have the, myriad of kind of reactions and feelings about this game. But I have to just sit down for a second and reflect and say, if it wasn't for that one moment where Casemiro fell asleep, could this game have ended a draw? If it ended a draw, was that really something to be proud of, given the circumstance, given of how we are right now, what we need in terms of European football? We need to put points on the board. And boy, the points have been so difficult. I can't even remember the last time Manchester United won. Was it versus Coventry? Hey!
Jesus is
Look at how far we've come. Look at how far we've fallen. But anyway, my name is Botswanapapi. I'd like to welcome you to this. If you're new to this channel, we do this thing where we look at every player that played, especially that started for Manchester United, and we give them a performance grade and a performance evaluation remark. That's our way of just sort of like doing a little bit of a deeper dive on how each player did that thing. Kindly hit the like button if you feel like it. If not, that's fine too. I will be here no matter what. Anyway, let's get into the show. I think, first of all, I want to say big up to the people that are tuning in, or if you watch this a little later too, shout out to you. Men like Luca saying hi. Hi, Luca. Shout out to you. Shout out to Anita saying hi. Hi, Anita. Yo, what a day that was over the weekend, because at Old Trafford, this is our home. This is our home turf. A place where we shouldn't be getting bossed around, but also this season, the theater of dreams has more or less transformed into the theater of streams.
Oh my God!
We are a washed club, literally and figuratively. And you know what? Yale says, I want a refund. Our stadium is broken. I can't believe this is the state of affairs right now. The prestige and the history and the value that Manchester United have, and looking at the fact that we were having not just a porous defense, but a porous roof. If you don't know what I'm talking about, stick around. I will show a little bit of that clip later on. And today, actually, before we even open up the grades, I want to say shout out to men like Ronald in the building as well, saying hello, hello, hello. Big up to men like Ronald, like the video people. Matter of fact, before we even get to the video, I want to welcome the professor into the building, because I want to just, do this review of the game, give a performance grade with the professor himself. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Professor Omo Solo in the building.
Hey, what's up?
Bro, Manchester United is what's up right now. I don't even know.
It's in pain.
It's
Drawing in pain.
It's sad to see the state of affairs, even the stadium calling for help. The stadium, like, what in the craziness was this? It was almost so symbolic and poetry in motion to sort of have like it started off as a day of sunshine, and then from there, it started raining, and
those cameramen know what they were doing.
Owners are there, and they saw this. By the way, guys, I want to just kindly show this to you. If you have not seen it yet, you're going to understand what the qualm that we're talking about is. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. This is the Manchester United football stadium. Wow. I need to set there's an echo. Is it better now? I just adjusted my audio settings. The echo is gone. Yeah. It's Ronald also agrees, saying it's sad to see that apart from our defense, even our club is leaking, and apart from goals now, water is flowing. We're really washed. We are really washed. Not only did the roof leak, but the structure, the building itself has eroded. There was leaks into the dressing rooms as well. My Lord.
The leak was in a away dressing room, so I agree with that. It should be like that. Don't change the away dressing room.
Bro, this is craziness. This is just, look at this. This is our defense. We've got no door. Oh boy, hold on. Let me see if I can adjust your audio settings. Apparently, there is a little bit of an echo still. But anyway,
I think it's better now. Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah, it might be. I hope it's better. Kindly let me know, Anita, if that's the situation as well. Yeah, so Omo, thoughts on the game, just like overall global thoughts before we get into the grades.
I'll tackle the midfield. Listen, I'll tackle one thing, and that's the midfield only. Everything else was a disappointment. The midfield helped attackers. They tried their best, but they just couldn't get the goal. And that's about it.
You know what I said at the beginning, like it's a mixed bag of reactions, of emotions. I want to kind of just like look at the fact that we had what's the word? We had most of the possession of the game. These grades, by the way, they're from the Bournemouth game, so kindly ignore them. Let me just do that.
As in, we had possession. We wasn't pressing you. This is the most possession we've had against the top 16.
Right, against the possession-based team, bro.
We are compact in midfield. The goal to score was off our defense. It was a mistake. You could say, okay, this is a defensive mistake that they scored. Apart from that, we did everything well. We just couldn't get the goal.
Craziness. To be more precise with it, the stats say 54% possession was for Manchester United. We managed to like minimize, the problem that we've been having most of the season of like conceding a lot of shots, like we managed to sort of just limit Arsenal to how many 5 shots on target, which is quite an improvement when you look at it.
It's like you concede less shot if you have possession, and that's exactly what happened that day. We had the most possession, so we concede less shot.
Quick question. Could it be maybe, just maybe, Bruno was not playing? Is he our possession sabotager? Rashford was not playing.
No, it's bigger than that.
It's deeper than that.
It's what I've been clamoring more since we signed him. Play Amrabat Mino. It was that simple. Play Amrabat Mino. This is what I've been clamoring for since the beginning of the season. Since the beginning. Because listen, when you watch football differently, you get to see something. Amrabat Mino was what was needed. Not this, what the manager was doing, play Amrabat or Mino. Don't do that. Play both.
I feel like we've only seen that combination probably less than 5 times. Maybe did we see them versus Liverpool? Maybe?
It was 3 times versus Liverpool and today. Yes, versus Liverpool and today. I remember Liverpool with Bruno didn't play, so it was McTominay at 10 again. Did the same
to
midfield
be
three.
fair, also there is the fact that Maino was injured for a lot of the season. Matter of fact, I mean not Maino.
No. I have the map. I have the data for you. I have
All
the data
right,
for you.
I was just about to pull it up. So bring up the dossier because I don't want to do just a blanket statement of like, this game came out of it feeling like, wow, where was Ahmad all season? And I know he's been
those two
one that was really injured, right?
Yes, Mino and Amrabat could have played for 18 games, but instead the manager played Amrabat all Amrabat, all Mino, with McTominay next to them, or an Eriksen next to them, or a Casemiro next to them. I mean, these particular two work together, and the manager just didn't do it. He didn't do it. It took too long. It took too long for me to see this. This is the midfield I was waiting for from the beginning of the season. This is the midfield I was waiting for. And not to take injuries for me to see it. And now, against Newcastle, this midfield is gonna be gone. Because I believe Maguire comes back. Oh, my God.
You're touching on to something that I also want to make sure this discussion covers. It is like, do we feel like eriktenhag rewards good performances across the board? Reason why I asked this is because I saw Amad Diallo in an FA Cup match bail us out, and then I understand he's been injured a lot of the season, but I kindly pull up his injury record as well so that we kind of like make sure that we really do it justice. But Amad Diallo did well versus Liverpool, and I believe the next Premier League game might have been Brentford or something like that, and he was on the bench and Antony was on, and that was a head scratcher. Like you're like, is this guy actually doing the meritocracy thing right, or is it actually? He has his own agenda. And then there's the other thing, the other player too is we know Amrabat, like the consensus for a lot of Man United, not everybody, a lot of Man United fan base was saying Amrabat is washed. He's not good. That's why he's not coming on the pitch. And next thing you see Amrabat actually come on and pick up the ball from the center backs. He's the deep lying midfielder doing the things that you really expect from a number 6. Bro,
let me tell you. Ever since I'm back into this club, I know what type of player he is. But the manager misprofiled him. He misprofiled him, having him running all over the place doing nonsense. Just
put him on the left back.
Exactly. Just say like I'm about sit at the 6 and drop between the center backs. That's all he has to do. The simple things. But no, you have him running all over. Again, you see that match. He wasn't pressing. We were not doing our footage press. We sat back and became compact down the midfield. The manager didn't abandon the midfield. Is why we have possession of the game. That 3-1-6 was out the window this game. It was out the window. I was happy to see. Because you can play compact. He showed that he can play compact, like just throughout the whole season. But this game just shows that you had the tactical ability to do it, but you chose not to do it. To me, it shows as a choice.
Tell me, man, that thing kind of makes me a little bit pissed off when you put it like this. Big up to men like Box, by the way, who's in the building saying, yo. Box says, at least we didn't lose 8-2, That is hilarious.
Yeah, my prediction.
Yeah, you and your silly predictions, bro. Let's get into the grades of the players and start with Onana first of all and say Onana conceded one goal, the one goal that was a cutback goal, but he had lots of other important moments in the game that I feel like more or less kept us in the game. For example, that shot, good save versus Rice. I think it was Declan Rice who shot from a distance, and Onana. Martinelli.
And Odegaard as well.
But Martinelli one deserves honorable mention. What about his overall game? What would you say Onana should get? Because I'm feeling like
Onana was average. I would say C.
You agree with this, D?
Yes.
Yeah, good save versus Martinez. The other thing is obviously when you talk about that goal, it's there's
you can't do nothing about it. That's how I see it.
but it's very few moments I've seen a goalkeeper stop a cutback cross, because a goalkeeper is always just what if the attacker goes for the near post. You have to protect the near post, and I'm not gonna like slate him for not diving and stopping that cutback, but that's how I feel. Like, other than that, it was a more or less an okay game, decent game, like nothing crazy to rave about, in my opinion. I think a C is justified. I'm glad we agree on that. Okay, let's go to our fullback, Diogo Dalot. Let's start with Diogo Dalot.
Dalot gets, he gets a C minus. Oh, I don't do minus. He get a C.
Why?
He get a C. He had good runs going down the midfield. He doesn't have any problem against Saka. He usually do well against Saka. Wait, was it? Yeah, he was left back because he wasn't crossing. And
Yes.
why I'm not giving him the B or the C plus? Because you're not crossing. I'm deducting points from not crossing there.
Yeah.
It's a big factor. You get the ball to your right foot, the cut back cross. You're not crossing. And that's about it.
I 100% agree with you right now. Like, there was not enough offensive output from Dalot, and defensively he did a decent job. I think Saka also came out with a yellow card at the end of before he was subbed off, but like, to be able to do that and not let Saka, have a very, very big moment in this game, because he can be a big moment player for Arsenal, and Dalot deserves some credit for doing his job defensively, but offensively, I feel like he was a little bit of a letdown. So I agree, C minus feels justified for Dalot. What about the other fullback, Wan-Bissaka? I might even take the lead on this one, and I feel like Wan-Bissaka, for me, if you're going to compare fullback to fullback, Wan-Bissaka was slightly below Dalot in terms of performance. I think Dalot was a little bit livelier than Wan-Bissaka, even though, Wan-Bissaka's duty was to take care of Trossard, right? And Trossard is the one that scored. Wan-Bissaka is part of the list of people that are culpable for that Trossard goal. Obviously there's somebody else who's more culpable, but like Wan-Bissaka, I feel like he could have done better. Like, for me, it's always like the defining moments. He was not there because of his peripheral positioning. He was able to see the danger man, but he was not able. He did slide to try and stop the ball going in, but that was not enough. And he should react better, in my opinion. So I feel like it's a D, unfortunately, because what's lower than a C minus?
I agree. I agree with that D, because he could have stopped that goal. He's the only one, because you saw the man. You know he was there. You saw behind there nobody was there. And again, there's a winger that scored, not a striker. He's the one to cross for the goal.
React quick enough. Let's go. Let me see quickly in the comments. Yale said Onana did have 4 saves. So yeah, I think a C, nice solid C, is justified. Men Lutata in the house says bad Wi-Fi in Africa since Sunday as issues. And oh no. Sorry, my bro. Sorry. The cables are under sea, man. Hopefully, the Wi-Fi situation can get better. Big up to you, Lutata. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting the like button. Lucky as well has joined us in the house. I'm monitoring every Manchester United player efforts. I think that's what Lucky is saying. So yeah, this will be a really, 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 really good exercise for you to participate in. Lucky, I want to hear your comments as well as we're going through this exercise. Ronald says, I can only expect agenda-driven grades. Don't worry, Ronald. You'll have your say after we go through these guys. If you're able to join in, obviously, that'll be amazing. Hey, we're doing a fantastic job. I hope he's not being sarcastic. All right.
What I say is facts.
This is all opinion based anyway. So
this is fact based.
Evans. I went first on Wan-Bissaka. You take the lead on Johnny Evans. How would you assess his
Johnny Evans was stable, and also I thought he was one of the criminals I fought for the goal as well. He should close down on Havertz. Had a solid game, good pass out from the back, wasn't shaky. cover his area, all the aerial ball they were trying to do, they stopped there. Him and Casemiro, but still, I fought for the goal, so I give him a C.
Could have pressed. Yes, I like that you brought that point up, Havertz, more, because like I feel like Havertz was he got a free chance to just like drive that ball in, and Johnny Evans was like shadow marking in a moment where you're supposed to really put pressure and throw the guy off. And Havertz is not particularly quick, so you as Johnny Evans should be doing better. So you could have pressed Havertz more to prevent that goal.
And also he assisted with his weaker leg. You should have gone in more on him because on his weaker leg.
Damn.
Maybe it is his weaker legs why I didn't go in, but still you should have done better there.
Yeah. We need Avron Van de Beer, Saka, and Casey Murray to go in the box, ask for ball, head in goal. Big character. Shout out to Anita for saying that. Jody in the house as well. Thanks for giving that sixth spot, mate. Yo, any favor we can do for you, but don't go anywhere. We'll be playing you guys this week, my mate. So hopefully we can catch up with you guys, because last time I checked, you guys are on 57 points and we're on 54. So if we beat Newcastle, maybe we can be level on points with them, and then the last game of the season it becomes more and more important. So yeah, Ronald says we gotta upgrade the stadium. I will do so. Old Trafford, we already know the grade. Anyway, all right. So, Professor, what did you say about his grade? I heard your performance remarks, but I didn't hear the grade. Johnny Evans.
I'll give him a C.
C for Johnny Evans. Is on par with Onana. I'll reluctantly give it a C. Okay, that's the first grade that I feel like a C might be a bit too generous, because it's the one goal, bro. It's the one goal that was like, Anyway, let's talk about the real culprit.
Yes.
Bro, last season, this guy was one of our good. I remember when we were talking about potential nominees for player of the season or signing of the season for Man United. Casemiro was
there.
He was in the short list. And this fall from grace is just too much to bear. Like his performances last season and this season is chalk and cheese. Of course, he's playing a position that is not his natural position, but bro, like a player of his experience should be doing better. Like that is absolutely inexcusable. The fact that he just strolled when Onana took that long ball. Because I'm scared of video rights or whatever. Like there's a video that I was just looking at before this game, before we started the show, and it was mancity players, like the back line, doing some positional training. Like to the point where when you're playing even a video game, whatever, it could be FIFA or whatever. Like you can see sometimes players almost synchronized in even the way they're moving. That was what was happening with the Man City players in that short training. It looked like a very basic, like defensive drill, but it's those little things for me that end up actually making a big difference, because our defensive line is never really synchronized. And sometimes it's Wan-Bissaka who lacks the positional awareness, but this time around it was Casemiro who did not. He played against our offside trap.
Yes, he did. Progress.
Bro, I was, during the watch along, I thought, Havertz is offside. But then the other angle showed. I was like, who is this guy strolling? He has given up. Exactly. Anita says he knows he's getting sold. Is that a fact, though? Is he getting sold, though? Like, that's the thing. I know the fan base.
That's a whole other thing in general.
The fan base wants him to be sold, but is it going to be really the situation? Because you can make the argument for Casemiro and say, if you don't have a good supporting staff around you, you end up looking horrible. That's partially why this season he hasn't been good. But
Yes.
you know what I mean? But in that phase of play, he's the culprit. He's the one that messed everything up for us.
He's the culprit that day.
So what grade should he get? I think it's a straight F.
Oh, it's an F. There's no ifs and buts about it.
Okay. I'm glad we agree on it. Okay. It's a straight F. Like, no ifs, buts, maybes about it. All right. Let's move on to Kobe Mainoo.
Kobe gets a B.
A B. All right. Talk a little bit more. Why is it a B?
I say the B because again, control of the game is what we needed. He gave us control, and when the ball came to him, and it didn't look like they were gonna get the ball from him. As in, he just kept the play moving, and they realized, oh, you can't go forward. We pass back and recycle, and I was okay with it.
Yeah. I also want to give a special shout out to just how he almost complimented Amrabat it was like a puzzle that we've been waiting to happen. Matter of fact, there was one play. I'm glad you mentioned that Liverpool game. There was some moments where they were combining versus Liverpool, and you could see like some chemistry there. Like you're like, hold on. This looks good. Like, I don't understand why Ten Hag has not tried that combination more. But anyway, I think Mainoo gets a B. I agree with you that it's a B. Let me see if there's anybody that differs in the chat, even in the comments. By the way, Box was talking about Casemiro, saying we always buy faded superstar types with maximum 1 year left. Casemiro, Varane, Schweinsteiger, Ibrahimovic, Cavani, Sanchez, Valdez. The list goes on. My Lord, that's true. We need to stop being a retirement home for these guys. Give them a retirement plan here, says Anita. Exactly. Sofian Amrabat, Amad Diallo, Willie Kambwala, Johnny Evans, Dallo should start the next game. Thank you, Lucky. Thank you. You're right. Shout out to Abdul saying, yo, how are you? Could you please provide a more detailed analysis and information of each player's performance in an Excel spreadsheet? Many thanks. Big up to Abdul. This is what we're doing. We're only summarizing it to a short phrase, unfortunately, because we don't want to spend all day here. But the discussion should tell you how we got to the phrase. And I'm inviting you, Abdul, to participate in this conversation as well. So thank you for being here. All right. Amra business. What are you saying about Amrabat? You took the lead on Mainoo, take the lead again on Amrabat, bro.
B.
A B as well?
Yeah, definitely 100% a B.
Explain for Abdul why Amrabat deserves a B in your analysis of his performance.
Oh, easy. Because again, the combination, to able to compliment Mainoo and again just get the ball out from midfield and just make the short passes going forward. When the team couldn't go anywhere, he was just right there. When Onana get the ball and he didn't know who to pass, so nobody was available. Amrabat is there. Amrabat was pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Even though he was trying to make some long passes, some of them were going through, some didn't go through. But I could see like, okay, he's trying to switch the play. Okay, it didn't work this time. What he's gonna do is gonna play short, then try again. Probably in the next few minutes, he's gonna try the long ball again. That's what you want to see from number 6. The brilliant basic. He did the basic thing well.
I like that. It's like it may not look pretty on the eye. It may look like an easy decision and an easy thing to do, but like it's actually not easy to make those simple but effective decisions, you know. And he's for me like this combination was a much more improved situation from the Mainoo Eriksen mismatch. This is like the combination that we didn't know we needed. I mean, we knew, but Ten Hag didn't know, has been depriving us of it. And I think he brought a lot more calmness. He brought a lot more balance and the way he picks up the ball from the center backs and sometimes from the goalkeeper is what we need to see forward. Needs to start next game, you know. I think, yeah, I'm agree with a B. I would have wanted to say a B minus because, um, actually, I don't know why I would have wanted to say B. I feel like there was a few moments, of course, like, when you're picking up the ball from the back, you make some risk averse passes sometimes. And, some of them, there was incomplete passes here and there. But for the most part, like the defensive work rate was there. You could see the ball recoveries were there. He was dribbled past maybe like one time or so. Like Odegaard he made him twerk a little bit. Like that was just the one moment that probably made me feel like maybe that might be a B minus. But that obviously did not lead to anything of really, really big danger. So I really respect and applaud Amrabat's performance for this. And I think, yeah, at the end of the day, all things considered, put the long balls aside that he misplaced. I think he tried 3 long balls and only had 1 out of 3 make it. And, but 15 passes into the final third, 86 touches. That's the kind of performance you'd want from your a midfielder. And I think for the most part, yeah, a B is a justified grade. Let us know if you disagree in the chat. Let's go to men like Amad Diallo. Now, this was his first start in about 880 something days almost. And Amad Diallo, like for me, showed us that this Ten Hag thing of repeating Antony on the right should come to a hold. I want to see the same amount of chances that, say, Marcus Rashford was given at the beginning of the season be given to Amad Diallo. And of course, he has to stay fit. He has to stay available for that. So I almost want to give him a B plus, but I feel like it's a B. It's a solid B as well because he was such a bright spark for us. Our only real, real threat. Of course, you could consider Garnacho a threat as well, but Amad Diallo, I feel like he was a refreshing thing for my eyes on the right-hand side. So I'm going to give him a B, a bold B, apparently. Do you agree?
I'll give him a B as well because, again, he gave us the ball retention. The ball retention. As in, he realized he cannot run into who's there. That's Partey. No, it wasn't Partey. It was Declan Rice and Tomiyasu. You're not running into them. They're going to body you off the ball. So what he did was, I can't beat them. I'll just recycle the ball back. And that's just what we need.
Yes.
So basically, okay, get the ball, recycle it back, and try again.
For real. And the moment that was almost a penalty for us that
Yes.
You said it was a penalty?
No, I say, no, I'm agreeing with you, like where it was almost a penalty, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm glad. Because, there was obviously when we were doing the watch along, there was some people saying, no, it's a penalty. But that moment, I think it was Thomas Partey, I think, if I'm not mistaken, who slid.
Who won the ball back.
Tiny little touch to the ball. Of course, Thomas Partey, he was on the ground for a lot long, and then it was almost similar to the penalty decision that went in Arsenal's way, like in the last match. I think it might have been I'm forgetting, it might have been I can't remember the team that Arsenal was playing, but they had a moment that was very similar where they won a very, very, very easy penalty. But the difference with that is, like, this time around, like, Partey did touch the ball, and that time for Arsenal, the opposition goalkeeper did not touch the ball. So I want to just highlight that difference.
There was something that Ahmad did, before he got tackled. The way he dribbled the ball, that 2-touch thingy, he did, like the double touch he did. He did it the first time, he did it the second time, then they won the ball off him. I'm like, oh, okay. Those type of people that dribble like that, they are special players. So like, do you build on that, or do you go back to what Antony was doing? Because Antony cannot do that, and that requires you to use both legs. That double touch is so important.
Yes. Yes. Aha, I found the moment that I was trying to describe. It was Kai Havertz when they were playing Bournemouth, and Mark Travers, the goalkeeper, came rushing out, and then he stuck his leg out but did not touch the ball. And the Kai Havertz did the thing where you buy the contact because the foot is there, and you sort of make sure that you land on that foot, and it technically there's contact, right? But that was the difference between the Ahmad and Partey moment and the Kai Havertz and Travers moment. So, as you said, that dribbling needs to be applauded. Ball retention was spot on. And also, Omo, one thing too was his defensive work rate was also good,
Yeah, yes, it was. There's something he was able to do, which was get the ball from the right-hand side.
Yeah.
And we're recycling the ball. Then he comes to the left-hand side while we're recycling the ball.
Yes.
And as in, we did a little 1-2 combination, and Garnacho was able to get the crossover. Just nobody was at the end of it. But those are the possession things that we should be doing more of.
For real. It's like you could tell like this guy's angry and he wants to take the game by the scruff of the neck. That was the moment for him. That you saw, the Antony eyebrow that he did.
I ignore that guy. Let's move to the next player.
That's what he was trying. That's what Ahmad did successfully. He was like, I'm gonna take this matters to my own hands and try and actually affect the game. And we need more of that. Anyway, I think he was a justified grade. As also Yale agrees. Box says Ahmad shows glimpses, still lacks, but he showed of many more. But he should have many more starts by now. Yes, glimpses that we need. We need to see more of that. Lucky also said Jadon Sancho, Mason Greenwood out as well. Deadpool sales will be Casemiro, Ron Van Beer, Saka, Varane, Eriksen, and Lindelof. funny phrasing there, Lucky. I love it. Anyway, let's go on to the guy who was wearing Timberland boots.
Haaland.
What are you saying about Haaland, bro?
Haaland, I feel bad for him.
Yes.
Because you're not being fed the ball. You're not being fed enough.
It's really, really, really. It sucks for Haaland. The lack of service he's getting. You're so
17 touches is not enough. What can he do with 17 touches? And they're gonna bring up that clip of Garnacho crossing the ball and he wasn't there. I mean, like these are the thing. You cannot just take that one part and say, "Oh, Garnacho crossed the ball, wasn't there." How about this time he was running in there? Ball wasn't getting crossed to him. And like you gotta look at it at both ends. He was running in. He wasn't getting the ball over and over and over. Then all of a sudden, Garnacho crossed one good ball in there. And we're like, "Oh, you see, he wasn't running." I'm like, "Bro, you missed the other times where he wasn't getting the ball at all. And what are we doing here?"
Yeah,
that's something that needs work on.
Say that one more time, sorry.
I said that is something that needs work. That needs
to be 100% worked on. And matter of fact, to echo your point, is the fact that like I saw the statistic that said Manchester United have created 5 chances for Rasmus Haaland in the last 8 Premier League games.
Oh my God!
I'm not surprised.
No.
Our attacking play is straight up. It's horrible. Like, how does a player play 8 games and only gets 5 chances created? And for reference, to put things into more deeper perspective, is Mancity have created 6 chances for a guy like the cyborg, right? Haaland, who scored 4 goals with the Wolves. 6 chances, 4 goals. Haaland in 1 match. And Haaland, on the other hand, it's like 5 chances.
It's like I said, like how people are saying Nicholas Jackson is bad. Even Nicholas Jackson in United will be worse. Haaland at Chelsea will be wonderful. All the chances get, look at Nunes. Nunes missed a lot of chances, but do you know how many chances he get? You could see them. You could see that he messed up here. You can't count that for Haaland. You can't even count that for. The only time you could say he messes when he shot that ball and he slipped. And before that, can you think of any? No, you can't.
Mm-mm. There is like the other thing too, and I mean a counter perspective on that, saying, well, maybe he's not. Is he vocal enough with his other players that should be passing the ball to him? Because is he moving enough to try and shake off?
What I've been told was that his movement is poor and stuff like that. I like movement point one type of way because they say his first touch is not good. Yes, I agree with. He's the type of player that like to get the ball and run with the ball, like early haaland at Dortmund. That's the type of player he is. So the best way to use his strength is like on a counter-attacking side, and when you get to the byline cross, just cross. It doesn't matter where the ball goes, just cross it. And if it doesn't reach there, he will have to reach there. But just know that we can create chance by crossing. But if we're not crossing, teams teams will look at it like, oh, there's no point in us marking him there. He
Yeah,
just one-on-one mark him all day. He doesn't get double team.
real. Yeah, I need to just give him some time. He's still young. Yeah, it almost like the situation begs for a little bit of a more experienced striker to be there with Haaland and be like, if this is the Ten Hag tactics that we're gonna have offensively, because surely, like, if it's a situation where it's happened over 8 games, then there is something to do with the setup offensively. That's not also like there's a systematic like common denominator, and it's got to be something to do with how the attackers are either executing the instructions they're given or the instructions that they're given. We don't know exactly, like we can only speculate from a fan perspective, right? But the thing about it is Hoyland, if you've been starving for chances and then you get that ball and Saliba is marking you, you're obviously like you become too excited and you end up not doing the right thing. When, as somebody has mentioned, like Nunez gets 10 chances a game, with those chances, you're able to improve your finishing, you're able to improve your decision making. So it is really, really tough for you to improve yourself as a player if you're going to be starved like this of service. So he needs more service to be able to really be judged accurately. So that, all that being said, what grade is justified for Hoyland?
Let's just see.
Did he have a shot? Did he try? I can't remember. I'm trying to remember.
No, he didn't. 0 shots on target.
No shots on target. He created one chance. Let's see. He was dispossessed 3 times. He was offside once. 17 touches, like you mentioned. Yeah, all right. It's a C. I was trying to be nice. Not even a C plus or nothing. It's a straight up C. Average. You could do better with more service, obviously. So it's not really entirely his fault. Anyway, let's go to Ganacho. Alejandro. Well, before, hold on. Box said D. Yale says D. Boy, D. Are we being too lenient with him getting a C? Really?
Why is it a D?
Because a D implies he's Wan-Bissaka level. Yale says a C for someone who did nothing, then you will need to give Wan-Bissaka a C too. He did more than Hoyland.
No, because Wan-Bissaka didn't cross, and Wan-Bissaka didn't cross, and he didn't come up for the goal. Like, what are we doing here?
Is Hoyland is he vocal enough? Like those strikers that are like, give me that really,
So are we gonna be? Is that included to the grade? How vocal you are?
No, but it's part of your makeup and attributes as a player.
Okay. As a player, I don't think he's vocal enough because again, there was a report that he was talking to the players that he wasn't getting enough service, and I think like 2 games ago or 3 games ago, and I think one of the people he talked to was Bruno Fernandes, and I think we won the next game. I think it was Sheffield or Burnley, one or the other. I don't know. I don't know what the result was, but I believe it was Sheffield or Burnley. The report before the game was that he wasn't getting fed enough, and everything changed after that game. And you can just see today, again, back to square zero, not getting chances. It was doing like this last game as well. So it's like he's the type of player that he needs a lot of chances, and you're gonna give him one chance on the blue moon. It's not gonna work because if you miss out one chance, are you gonna say you're not gonna create again? That's an excuse.
I hear it. I hear it. I hear it. Yeah. Like we had two fullbacks. And did any one of them try and cross even an aerial ball to Hoyland? We know, like in the Champions League, I think he scored a header for us versus Bayern. There's definitely like a game where he scored a
Yes, I
header for us.
remember.
It was
It was the
Rashford
Champions League.
crossing. It was Rashford crossing, and
Yes. I don't
yeah,
think it was Bayern. I think it was probably
yeah, and I don't
Galatasaray or
even remember like
Copenhagen.
Poland getting any aerial service, not even just like one. We saw obviously Garnacho overhit a ball towards the dying moments of the game, but that ball, like there was no way any player, not even I think McTominay was also there, like overloading the far post, but there was no.
I got to go see the crosses in that game. I have to go watch it over.
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like a C, even though there's two Ds. Majority is bringing us to C minus for Hoyland. Let's go on to Garnacho. Let's go. Let's talk about Garnacho.
Garnacho gets a B.
B.
Yes.
Manch says it was versus Galatasaray or Copenhagen when he scored that header.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Champions League game. We need to see that. We need to see more aerial like service, even if it's not, service to him, like when he's attacking a half space. Hoyland deserves a lot better than what the team is providing for him right now. Anyway, yeah. So Garnacho, you said a B for Garnacho. All right. Now, what is Ronald saying? Too critical on Garnacho. New toys is something people always gravitate towards. I'm curious if you can expand that.
This man already typed. This man already typed. We didn't say anything about Garnacho yet. Okay.
I know. We hadn't even said anything about Garnacho. He said too critical. I know that was like a little surprising. All you just said was a V, but it's all good. We know. I can't wait to hear what Ronald agrees with you. Ronald says Garnacho gets a B from me as well. People are just weird when it comes to him. Let's not forget he is.
I would say why I'm weird. I would say why it's weird when it comes to him. I would say like because he's the tendency on the pitch. He's doing the rashford tendency, and I don't want him to gravitate towards that.
He's getting the Rashford.
No. He's not getting the Rashford treatment. He's doing Rashford tendency, which is cut in and try to shoot 100 times. Like don't do that. Rashford is the wrong role model. He should try to copy his game from. Yeah. I need him to copy his game from Vinicius Jr. Don't copy from Rashford or Mbappe. Don't copy your game from them. Those players are just cutting and shoot. Copy your game from Vinny. Go to the byline and cross or shoot when you get the chance. Yeah. Being more of a creator instead of an inside forward. That inside forward thing I don't like that about his game. And yesterday he showed a bit of both, but he showed a bit of both that okay, I can do the winger and crossing and create. But he also did the thing where he shot the ball. He had that one chance where he shot the ball like he missed. Like to me, the way I see it, I don't think he saw that. You're the Juventus player. I don't think he looked up. He just did it off instinct. And I'm like, bro, I do not like this instinct that you're learning of. But again, he's learning game by game because, again, you can see that he went by Ben White a couple of times. Like, it was a good battle between him and Ben White. I was able to track back and track Ben White as well. I think after the first half. Second half, I had to track Ben White. So, overall, he had a good game. B.
Okay. Tracked Ben White well. You're right on that. I didn't see a lot more of Ben White affecting the game offensively as much as he usually does. And he's got a really telepathic understanding between him and Saka's, and part and parcel of that was Garnacho. He was able to also help Dalot not seem like his fragilities are too exposed. So Garnacho's work rate defensively has to be commended as well. I see that. So given that, we have to give him a grade, and Professor went with a B. Anita, by the way, said Nacho is too selfish. Led needs to find his own identity and stop thinking he is Cristiano Ronaldo incarnated. Yeah, he's inspired by Ronaldo, maybe a bit too much. I hear you, Anita. I hear you. Like he says, Victor Boniface in. I wouldn't be mad at that choice at all. Big up to you, Manj, as well. Have a good day, fam. Have a good day. Ganacho
Big
gets a
up, man.
beat from Ronald as well. Let's see. Yale says Hoyland had 14 touches of the ball, one shot and 10 passes, which he hit 100%. He did nothing. Wan-Bissaka had 33 passes where he hit 30 and 39 touches and 2 tackles and 2 blocks. And he is a D and Hoyland is a C. Agenda here.
Okay,
Yale.
okay. Let me explain again in the simplest term. Wan-Bissaka, of course, will have a lot of touches because we build up from the back. Haaland is a striker. He's gonna get us less touches. You could see Havertz as well, less touches. Erling Haaland, less touches. But if you look at Govadio or Kyle Walker or Trent Alexander or Robinson, they have more touches on the ball than their strikers. And
Yeah.
again, all Haaland had to do is he's not getting a chance to shoot the ball. The only chance he got to shot the ball was in the first half, and that's about it. They didn't cross the ball for him. He didn't jump for any header. And the one time they're going to talk about was the Garnacho crosser where he wasn't running to the box. Like, yeah, I agree he should have ran to the box. But again, there were chances where he was running to the box and he was not getting the ball. How about the time he wasn't getting the ball when he was running to the box? And Wan-Bissaka was out front for the goal. And there was time where Amad Diallo got the ball. He laid off to Wan-Bissaka. All Wan-Bissaka do is one time cross the ball. He didn't do the one time cross the ball. He passed back to Amad Diallo. So now the other team has already set their defense up already, which is also the defense has come back already. Once you're on the wing, you get that ball one time to cross. Example, look at Rich James' assist. One time you get the ball, he's crossing it. Like, no point wasting time. You see the player, then you cross it. Whether it's a good cross, whether it's a bad cross, you cross that ball. No need in recycling the ball over and over, and that's why he gets a D.
But you realize that a B puts him on par with Ahmad and Maino and Amrabat.
Also, you saw your the man American scored, so that's another factor as well. Like that is your winger. That is your winger. That's not a striker. Trossard not a striker. That is your winger. The striker was Havertz, your winger, and Trossard score. The other winger is Saka.
I hear you. Anita, Box First says, B for what? B for being greedy. Show pony who lacks in teamwork, football IQ, and clinicality. Oh, Boxes. Scathing remarks there. He's still young, Box. He's a 19-year-old.
I'm not good enough young. I'm just good enough of the game. I'm just good enough the game.
Like, exactly. I want to just give Box a little bit more context. I know Box is mad at that performance because it seemed like if Garnacho was really more looking for the passes, looking for his teammates more, then we could have maybe got something. He had really good moments where he's running in and exploiting the fact that he's faster than Ben White, but sometimes Saliba was there to clean up, and that's the hallmarks of an organized defense. And even how
sloppy Potter is, he was there to clean up as well.
Yeah, So I hear it. All right. Yale says Garnacho actually had 50% of our chances, but again, he did not test the keeper at all. Yes, he hit the side netting, he hit over the bar. Like my favorite moment about Garnacho's performance was when he did the little shimmy and then left Ben White right there, and he had just the opportunity that every winger cries for when they're cutting in to shoot. Nobody is marking you, and he scuffed that chance. And that was, for me, I was like, no. And you could see the disappointment in himself, in his eyes, like, because he just stayed on the ground for a while. So I want to be a little bit lenient on the lad a little bit and say, like, still, a B is mad. In my opinion, I might have to disagree with the professor for this one and say, like, it reeks of a C plus B minus for me. Let me see anybody else. Yeah, like he was agreeing with you, saying cross straight away, don't waste time. Like he said,
what grade do we give Jale? What grade would Jale give Ahmad? He didn't test the goalkeeper. The only two people that had a shot on target was Casemiro and Antony. So I believe they get a B, right? They get a higher grade because Garnacho didn't test the goalkeeper. Again, I'm looking at the whole
No,
game
but
in
the other
general.
perspective is like, but Garnacho had more chances, most of the chances for the team. Like he was the person that was
Okay,
on the,
okay. Then I agree with you on that part.
you know, that's why we gotta like understand. I think for Garnacho, we gotta just say I think a B minus. I know Ronald is gonna come here and then also have his say on them. So in a moment, Ronald, I'm gonna settle for B minus for Garnacho and say do better next time. Look for your teammates. All right, let's go to Scott McTominay, the captain.
Wait,
Captain
what grade?
McTominay.
What's the lowest grade we give? What's the AWB grade? He gets he.
Oh my God.
See, I don't know. I don't like to do the minus, but this is one time I'll give Scott McTominay a C minus.
Okay. I thought it was gonna be on F. Like when you said lowest
No,
grade.
no, 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 no. I will not give him an F. Again, like it's Scott. What's Scott McTominay greatest attribute?
And nowadays, obviously, this season he has been bailing us out with defense.
By scoring, the Scott McTominay scored key goals.
He's
He
been
scored goals for us, right? He does.
bailed Ten Hag out a bunch of times. That's what we've seen about.
I won't go. I'm not going. He has scored goals for us, right?
Yes.
Okay. A team. This go back to again our fullback. Two tall players in the box. Where are the crosses?
Yeah.
Where are the crosses?
I'm with you. Where are the crosses when you have
Whether he score or he miss, that's a whole other thing. But give it to him.
I agree with you on that. Okay. So
For me, he gets a D because I probably push it as far as C. I'll give him a C. The reason why, because again, he just kept the ball ticking. Like that forward pass, that killer pass where every other midfielder could do, he cannot do it. He knows his game. He's gonna get the ball. He's gonna turn around, and make the sideway pass. Listen, I'm not gonna force him from that. That is your game because you're gonna make killer passes. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. He cannot do it. I'm not gonna force you for something you cannot do. So what you can do was sideway pass. He was doing that. What's the thing he do? Bruising into players, just running into them. He was doing that. I don't think he got a yellow card at all. I think he just had a average game. This is a McTominay average game, and if he scored, he would have got a B. This is McTominay average game. He doesn't give him nothing. He doesn't give him nothing going forward. Doesn't give nothing to defend, but his tall height will help in corners. Because again, Arsenal is by far the second best team in the league scoring from set pieces. So I could see why he was picked today. And so overall, he just average game from him.
Okay, so that feels so. You're saying all right. It's a B.
I gave him a C.
A C. Yes. I think to summarize what you were saying, he said he was bang average, right? And we didn't see a lot of balls also being supplied to McTominay because it's a new evolution in his game. At least at Man United, to see him like being needed so offensively. So I feel like there is, because the way you remember, like he could have been another center back. If we still had Jose Mourinho here and we had in this injury crisis, Jose Mourinho would have probably put McTominay at center back. Then
Thank God he's not.
Thank goodness he's not. Yeah. Anita bringing up a good point here. McTominay only good thing was handling Antony. Guys, I do not know if you've seen this. Omo, this may have not been on mainstream media, but this one, before I invite Ronald in, this one has to be talked about and seen. If you're a Manchester United fan and you did not see this, look at Antony's reaction to being asked to play left back by Ten Hag, and then look at what what's his name? Look at what McTominay does. Look at here. McTominay is, hold on, can you see the screen? Yeah, you can see the screen. So McTominay is telling him, like, Antony's walking towards Ten Hag. He's been complaining. And then from there, McTominay turns right here. He's like, bro, snap out of it. Look, just listen and do what you're told. Like he's not saying those words verbatim, but that's what the body language is telling me. I'm going to play it again one more time. So you see Antony, look, right? There's a substitution happening. And look at this. Amrabat comes off, Eriksen comes on, and then Antony, you're about to see him right there. He's doing the loco like crazy. Like, what? He's been told the new position, and he's doing, look at that. Did you see that movement?
Good.
He is mad at eriktenhag for being asked to do a job. And McTominay, this is what Anita is bringing up here. Is like, bro, we are here to listen to what the manager is asking us to do. And for me, like that's really, really says, first of all, it's telling about like what the relationship now between Ten Hag and Antony is, where the where it's at, and also it's telling a little bit of like what Scott McTominay's character is. It's like, this is a guy who's actually acting like the captain, saying, bro, I'm the manager representative on the pitch. Do what he's telling you, you know? So yeah, Antony needs to go, says Yale. Anita saying Antony's very toxic. So let's actually give him a, I think that's the best remark for him. Toxic.
Yeah, toxic
Yeah.
overdoing it.
Anything? Did you see that almost before the game?
Yeah.
I mean, not before the game. Before the stream. Do you know about this Antony reaction, and what are your thoughts on it? You know.
Wait, another new thing? Or which one?
No, him being like he literally does this. Like he's like, manager is local.
he knows that he's local, so he's local himself.
But still, bro, like, you don't expect your player to be doing that, though. Like, come on, you can't condone such, Omo. Like, it has to be reprimanded. I hope Ten Hag does not let it slide, because this guy obviously
he's gonna let it slide.
I wanna change the game. I'm gonna do the Carlo Ancelotti eyebrow. But bro, that's just craziness. All right. So for that and his overall performance, he did have one moment where he was a progressive ball carry, where he ended up taking a shot right on the edge of the box, and that shot was obviously not on target.
Shot, that was a pass.
He said I was a pass. Okay, so I'm gonna give him a D.
Oh no, he gets a C.
Let me know why. Old Trafford.
He gets a C. It's an average performance. It's not like he started. If he started and he did all that, listen, he would have got that D.
Okay, all right. C minus. Let's settle on C minus. Unless anybody else says something else in the chat. He looked like an angry Mitch. Yo. Oh boy, yes, I saw the face. Let me actually just show it for the people that didn't see the face. This face is worth, I think, where is it? I have it here. There, the internet. Okay, they put the sunglasses on him, but he came in with the warrior face, with the game face, you know. And let me see if I can actually find the the real one. I think I have it. There it is. They said he was channeling his inner Carlo Ancelotti. But oh boy. Anyway, Old Trafford is washed, literally and figuratively, as we said. So I think that we all know it's an F for Old Trafford. Or more, if you disagree with me, I will send in you for that. All right, let's let Ronald give Eriktenhag a grade, because I'm curious about what he's gonna say about this. Men like Ronald in the house. Big up, bro.
Big up, bro, and big up to the chat as well.
Big shout out to you. Thank you for pulling up. I know you have some other stuff to say about the other grades, but I want you to kindly take the lead on Eriktenhag and what is your assessment of him as a manager versus Arsenal?
See, the thing is, good is not good enough. So, to be very honest with you, Eriktenhag probably gets like a C from my side, because at the end of the day, did he set up correct? He did. Did we still win? No. So I think he did listen to one of Omo's videos where he explained that you need to go ahead and bring more people into the midfield. I do want to see this. Same with Bruno at the top instead of McTominay, but that's just me. That's just I just want to see how it would work in a compact midfield. But overall, good game management. I don't think he had many options available. The only reason why I'm giving him a C is because I wanted him to actually, when he brought on Antony, right?
Yeah.
I wanted him to move Garnacho on the right side and move Antony on the left. That's one switch I wanted to see, because Garnacho was anyways causing a lot of problems. So I just wanted to kind of see how that would work out. And Garnacho has played on the right side as well. So those are my reasons for giving him a C.
Got you. Any other notable sub that deserves honorable mention other than Antony's toxicity?
Antony wasn't toxic at all. I don't know why you guys are getting on to him.
Bro, you saw that video clip. You saw him doing this to the manager.
Like, yeah, he's just saying, what are you even thinking? What's on your mind?
Listen, players are allowed
That's
to be
not
upset.
Questioning him, like
publicly like that, bro. I disagree.
Bots, you've seen the game of football. You have seen people punch. No, not punch, but kick balls out. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Remember in the Champions League where KDB and Pep Guardiola they were both arguing. Even in the semi-final of last year, they both came out and they were arguing, like KDB said he didn't want to do this, and Pep said, oh, he was going to do this. I mean, it's okay like the player argue, but you still got to get the job done. You still going to do the job.
I like that you bring up KDB because the player of KDB's quality and ilk.
Also, wait. So now is the quality of player. Now, so it depends on the player.
Can go on and be pissed off at Ralf Rangnick, and Ralf Rangnick will go and explain his decision. That you merit that. But Antony, for me, has not.
Yeah, but then the thing is that you're looking too much into it. That's the problem with the United fan base. You guys don't look at the right things. These meaty skirmishes is what you guys look into. Like, now, what are we doing over here? You're looking at how he reacted to us, like to a position change. Do you guys forget when? Okay, this is the problem. Last season, when we won the Carabao Cup, and people were still talking about, oh, Casemiro was complaining to Bruno Fernandes. Bro, are you okay? We just won something. Why are you holding on to that one thing that they're just talking? And I can understand Antony is not a left back. So for a manager to put him in that position, he's like, what the hell is going on? I thought I was coming on to attack, because when he was coming on, the instructions could have been, you have to attack on the right side, carry the ball. Now, all of a sudden, 10 minutes later or 5 minutes later, you've changed my position. So it's confusing for the players as well. Let's not be ambiguous to the fact that players are just robots, that they would listen to whatever bullshit you say. I'm sorry, but that's not even a password.
Players will be upset. There's gonna be disagreement. There's gonna be shouting. Yeah. Remember, let's say even happen in the COVID thing. Like when Rashford was shouting at Maguire. I think they're gonna fight. They're gonna argue, but either way, they're gonna go back along and go along. And the next game is gonna be a whole different thing. I think that immediate impact, like, oh, you're right. Oh, you're right winger. Then all of a sudden you're left back. You're gonna get upset and you're gonna show emotion. But does that? So where did Anthony end up playing? Did he end up playing left back? Case closed.
At the same time, if you remember, Bots, Garnacho, right? He was getting shouted at by Bruno Fernandes. People said, "Oh, Bruno's a good captain now." Now all of a sudden, this guy is just asking him what's going on. He's a bad guy. He's a toxic guy. Remember last season, or no, not last season, the season when we had the COVID season, Marcus Rashford said beautiful words about Maguire and we could all hear it. Did you forget that?
See, I hear all the points you're making. So for me, it's like this: player to player, different story. Player to manager, who has a tactical plan he's trying to execute, and you are in public space and you're doing this. If I'm your manager, you gonna learn today.
But
That's
you're
just
not.
me. And hold on. I'll let you talk. You have your right to question and be like, and then we can talk about it afterwards. And especially, for me, if I'm manager, I accept questioning and like reasoning from players that deserve, that merit it. Now, Antony, you've played left back before. This is not your first time this season you've been deployed on a left back position. Go ahead and take it like a man. Do the job that I'm asking you as your manager. And that is why, for me, I look at it differently from you guys. But that's what I love. I love that we're talking about the same
that's the
situation
thing, bots.
from
Like,
different
it
perspectives.
happened. You're
Go ahead,
looking
Ronald.
at
You can
just
speak now.
right. You're looking at just one aspect of him, doing that finger thing at the manager and be like, what the hell's going on? But you are not looking at the fact that the manager did say something back, right? Or he might have not just asked him to like do it, but the man still did it. Did he just down his tool and not do it? He
He did
actually
not.
went ahead and played on the left back position as well.
He did not.
I'm
You're
sorry.
right. He did not. And I gave him his credit for that impressive ball carry that obviously ended up in a very tame shot that Omo called a pass. That's like, I'm not just saying his performance was just that moment, but I'm pointing out a moment that for me stood out as well and saying that should be unacceptable. Case closed on Antony anyway. Let
Ah,
anybody else
that's
that
from
we
your
wanna
side.
mention?
The case was never open on our side. Just saying.
No. I feel like I don't want to dwell too much on him because he came in as a sub. We've spoken about Antony enough. I feel like also, who else? There was we saw Eriksen obviously late. Willie Kambwala came on also around the 75th minute. He didn't put a foot wrong, I think. Like he just did his job.
He had this in game. I think he had a lot of touches. I think he had more touches than Haaland. Yeah, he did. 18.
Eriksen came on as well. I think all of them, the subs had a decent game. Like, nothing to
Yeah, we
talk
had
about as much.
What about just overall for you guys, like when you're looking at it, Arsenal players considered, like
Oh, before we go there, I still have problem with your ratings.
Oh yes. Thank you. Let's address that.
Yeah.
Which one?
Garnacho. What are we doing here? Why a B minus?
Why doesn't he deserve a B minus? It should be higher. I'm assuming that's what you're saying.
No, if we're setting the bar for a right winger at a B, who's just recycled the ball for you all game, how many passes did Amad Diallo actually put in the box for anyone? I remember one pass that he actually put in, which went to Garnacho because Garnacho was in the right position. Because when Garnacho was pinging the balls in, was Amad Diallo there? The ball was going outside for a throw-in. Why? Are we asking such questions? So was Amad Diallo so up close to the goal that he's just there for a goal? Bro, why are you not there in your position where you should be to collect the ball? And where is Aaron Bissaka at that point? So if we are not going ahead and putting that down as a fault, then why are we doing it for Garnacho? Because let's be honest, yesterday we played through the left again. Most of the time we played through the left. Garnacho, after the 70th minute mark, I saw him gassed out. I don't know about you guys. I literally saw him gassed. He had no energy left. The man still completed 90. And he had all the more take-ons. Dallo had one that he actually went bar for bar with White. Garnacho did that at least 5 or 6 times. Is he wasteful? Yes, but at the same time, is he providing a ball inside the box? Is he doing the cutback thing that Amad Diallo should be doing? Did Amad Diallo do one cutback yesterday? I don't remember one.
Yeah, I don't remember any cutbacks from Diallo as well. That is a very, very good point. I think, just to understand that fitness levels are obviously on different levels at the moment. It's Amad Diallo's first start after 886 games. 886 days, sorry, not games, days. and so that also comes into consideration when you're
But
looking
I
at that
get it,
fitness
but
levels being
I'm
different.
just I'm not even talking about fitness, brother. I'm just talking about the simple fact that I saw him on the right wing spot with the ball, and then he's waiting for Aaron and Wisaka to make an overhead run for
Hmm.
pass the ball to him, lay it off. Brother, move and pass it in. You are that guy. You can do it. A lot of people are telling me he was killing it in the championship, so why not here? Stop being scared. Garnacho yesterday was not scared. Something Manchester United historically has always had in their wingers. Not scared.
Got you. Let me ask you a question. So would you want to see Amad Diallo starting next game or no?
If he's okay, I think he had a knock on his knee and he was carrying it. But if he's okay, I would absolutely, because at the end of the day, bots, you don't even have to ask me this question. You should be well enough observing the game. Anthony was fit to play the game, but Amad Diallo was played above Anthony. Anthony's the guy who scored in the last game against Arsenal, but still, he wasn't asked to start. Amad Diallo was asked to start. So obviously, the manager had a game plan in his mind.
Hmm. So the question still remains.
He would be
You,
starting.
as Ronald,
You
the
already, you
manager,
already
who are
know.
playing Newcastle next, does Amad Diallo start in the lineup or no?
Oh, you're talking about the Newcastle one. Ah, then that's tricky now. I will have to ask Amad Diallo, check with the medical staff. Is he okay? If he's okay, yeah.
I think I would start him too. I don't know. Omar, would you or who are from the players that we saw versus Arsenal? Who is definitely starting for you? Because we
The
have
same
players
line,
like
the
coming
same
back from
lineup.
same lineup.
Take out Casemiro, put in Kwambala, same lineup.
I'm not mad at that at all. Jonathan, by the way, saying Amad Diallo, he isn't that guy.
But he's the new shiny toy, Jonathan. Get with the project. Manchester United fan base loves new shiny toys.
Well, but
That's about it.
don't you think this toy deserves to be like a chance for a while? We need to see what the toy can give, you know?
And that is why he was kept behind. He was not sent on loan when he was asking for a loan in January. He
Yeah,
was asked, "No, you're not going on loan. You have to stay here." Pellistri wasn't
exactly.
asked to stay here. Pellistri was asked, "Oh, you want a loan? Go. Okay, bye bye."
Yeah, yeah.
See, these are the
Uh,
things you guys don't see. These are noticeable things that are out there. We should know it. But again, I highly and 100% disagree with a B minus for Garnacho. It
so
just
what
doesn't sit
grade?
right with me.
It's a
B,
what grade is justified
B,
for Garnacho?
B, in my opinion, the same as Ahmed Diallo, because Garnacho did more than Ahmed Diallo, and I'm still giving him a B.
Ronaldo, you're speaking as if we had given him a C, but I get you. I get you. You make a good case. You make a very, very good case, compelling case, matter of fact, that I want to just quickly defer to the chat as well and see, like, should we roll up Ganacho's grade to a B so it matches? Oh, Jonathan says no, Ganacho gets a C.
Yeah, ask him a reason why, and he can't list it.
Jonathan, can
He,
you
he would say
please? The
something like
reason is
Yeah,
too
see,
selfish.
yeah, too selfish. The man was putting the cutbacks in, and that's selfish. Okay, okay.
Jonathan, if I can summarize, Ronald said, like, if you see the cutbacks that he did, Garnacho, and then Ahmad, there was zero cutbacks from Ahmad. Ronald made a very, very good case. Like, when you think about it, even passes into the final third, Ahmad Diallo made one pass into the final third. And it's like, we have to kind of also Ganacho as well. Ooh, also his stats say one pass into the final third, but definitely more
Wait,
back
what?
cross
In the final third, you mean into the box or
into the
what do you mean by?
into the in so it's not this is not a stat about like the cutback. It's more like trying to find somebody who's attacking a half space.
Oh yeah, they both have one.
Yeah, it's one for each. Oh, Box says give Ganacho an N for no. Oh gosh, Box is
Now,
too.
Spots, do you remember there was one instance where Garnacho got the ball and then he fell down?
Yes, yes.
I think he went up against Ben White, but he had actually fallen down. That ball I think it came from Delo, if I remember it correct. That ball was never supposed to be for him because Hoyland was actually open at that time. If Delo had just passed the ball to him, Gar- Garnacho
He
was
could have been.
already taking Garnacho was already taking Ben White along with him on the left side. So he was
Yeah,
already taking him away.
I
A lot of
hear
times,
it.
a lot of people say that Rashford is doing so much offensive work. He's always making 100-meter runs, this, that, and the other. So we should be lenient. But now all of a sudden, Garnacho is on the cross.
I hear it. I hear
People
it.
are
I
going to treat
hear
him
it.
like a Jesus Christ. Okay, no problem.
Big up to Vegeta who says, I'm back. Vegeta, the discussion has led to Garnacho. We're reevaluating his grade. Ronald says, what, biased? It should be a B for Garnacho because it was a B for Ahmad, right? If I'm correct me if I'm mischaracterizing what you said, Ronald. And also now, but the rest of the other chat, the democracy says hell nah. The Yale says C. Box wants to fail. Garnacho. Anita says C or D for Garnacho. So what are you saying, Vegeta? Please help weigh in on this with your grade because this is a tough conversation. Ronald's argument was compelling for me. I don't know if Omo feels like we should change given what Ronald has said, you know.
I already given him a B. I don't know why he said B
Yeah,
minus.
you were the reason why actually you give him the highest. He said a B. He said a B. So I guess
And
Ronald and Omo are
when I
saying
said it was
B.
the scrutiny and you guys were being too harsh, it was not for you guys because you hadn't even spoken on it. But I know the people in the chat.
Well,
I
he
already knew
thought it
what
was
they were
too.
about to say. So
It's all good. All good. All
no,
right.
it was not for you guys.
All good. All good. All good. Vegeta says C plus, fam, but not mad at a B. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, I feel like it's going towards democracy here. Feels like Vegeta is not mad at a B. I think I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know what? A B. Ronald made a compelling argument that I have to agree with, and also Omo also said a B. The majority is leading us towards a B. But
Because bots,
we need
if
to
at
look.
all Garnacho does start doing what people want, they would then say he's not attacking. He's the only attacking guy in our team right now as a winger,
Yeah,
as an option. But if he starts recycling the ball, they would say, "Oh, why is he not taking on his man?" Just because they haven't seen enough of Amad Diallo, they're not even complaining about that right now. They're like, "Oh, thank God he got minutes. He got 70 minutes. Hallelujah! So we're happy." So there's no
yeah.
complaints for Amad Diallo. But because Garnacho has now kind of become a seasoned player that he's playing week in, week out, if he starts recycling the ball, they'll start comparing about the fact that, oh, he's not actually going ahead and taking a shot at the goal. So it's a no-win. I remember at least 2 or 3 chances where he actually got the ball in. But
Got you. Oh man,
man,
Arita says the ratings are too lenient over here. No one should get a B. We lost the game. That is true. That is true. There's no B pluses, but I feel like looking at individual performances though, Maino, you
This is
cannot mark
individual.
him
You want to
down.
say overall? Overall is average. Everything
Yeah,
average out. You look at it
yeah.
overall.
yeah, but then you have to also understand that the game you're looking at right now, and why exactly? I disagree with Yale. Everyone, like people who have a B, it's a rightful decision because the team we had right now, bots, and that's what I was saying yesterday. You were not there, right?
Yeah.
But I was just saying yesterday that when I'm looking at the game, right, and the team that we had set out, Arsenal did have a similar, kind of team against us when we were up top and dominating leagues. We battered them 8-2. Did we have that? No, we did not.
No. No.
We did not have that.
Again. This. I look at every game differently. I'm not gonna use that Crystal Palace eyes and judge it this way. I'm not gonna look at the 7-0 and use to judge it this one. Like no. This is
True.
1-0 versus Arsenal, and it's a different game. So when you play against Newcastle, that too is a different grade. Every game is differently.
Yeah. I think to put a little bit more context on these grades, I think I'm gonna settle for a team grade of a C plus because we got 4 Bs. maybe 2, 3, 5 more C's and a few an F in there, and it's going to more or less average out to about a C plus. And considering the opponent, we didn't get battered. That is why the grades looked. That's why the grades look the way they look. Jonathan says if we lose to Newcastle, Ronald will give Garnacho an A.
Yeah, that's funny, Jonathan. That's real funny, bro.
That's hilarious.
God bless you with that opinion, though.
Talking about Newcastle now, moving forward, guys. Like, how are we feeling about this game? Like, we play Newcastle on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check. Yep. They are currently right now they have 57 points and we are at 54 points. We win, we're on par with them. Obviously, our goal difference is shambles right now, but at least we'll also be on the same level of points as Chelsea. How do you guys view this game? Is it like one of those where it's very important, or are we just gonna put our eggs in the FA Cup? Like what? That's what I'm curious about. What is your feeling, Omo?
There's
What is
nothing
your feeling
lucrative to
on
win.
people in the chat as well? Like,
Bots, is there anything lucrative to win in the league?
well, so the way things are moving right now, Ronald, it's either Conference League. If we win Newcastle and obviously win versus Brighton,
Let's say we win all the games. What are we doing?
If we win all the games and Newcastle slip and European Conference League is possible, whether we win the FA Cup final or not, we're talking about a chance. This is money that the club needs. This is like, it helps in your transfer conversations, negotiations, to be able to say we can offer also some European football. It may not be Champions League, but imagine if it's Europa League or, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying, but I don't know. For me, I don't want to be in any Conference League kind of a situation. Don't want to be there, bro.
You'd rather not play Molde and Dynamo Zagreb. Like you just want to focus on domestic FA Cup and Premier League and Carabao.
Yeah, I'd rather focus on them three. Why not?
Wow.
It's just one season, bro. Come on. We are already, every team is struggling with so many games. You want to go in that competition struggle as well? And then complain that we have injuries. Okay.
I think it's an opportunity for even the young kids to get experience, bro. Like, you need that experience for them. You need them to play in an away hostile away ground.
Our good young kids are under 18s, not under 21s. Under 21s is struggling in itself. So you want to play 3 years of Conference League? Okay, no problem.
No, 1 year of Conference League is not a bad thing, guys.
Okay, Bots, tell me one thing. Next season, you go ahead and you are in Champions League or Europa. Are you winning any of those two competitions? No.
No.
So how is a Conference League going to help you? Building what?
It gives you experience. It gives you experience that is important in the future. Like, look at Willy Kambwala. How many games has Willy Kambwala played this season? Like, if we get to play a European couple of games, then guys like Kambwala, even Ahmad, maybe if he's still here, he also gets that opportunity. There are all these benefits as well, bro. It's like
we don't have that kind of depth. What you're talking about is something that needs depth in the team. We don't even have first team.
Well, it's hard to write it off right now because obviously the transfer situation has.
But you asked for my opinion, so my opinion is I don't want to be in that competition. Man, them who want to be in that, God bless you. You can have that. I would rather focus on Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and the league itself. Just come up in the league next season. After that, focus on Europa or Champions League and those competitions instead of trying to wriggle your way through a Conference League, bro. Come on, allow it.
Do not waste. Do not waste my.
good.
Do not waste
I
my
have to
time.
defend
You do
Big
not.
Footy.
You do not need Europe. Don't waste my time. You don't need it. You don't have a team yet. Don't waste your time on Europe. I hope we don't finish eighth.
You guys are talking like you won't have any transfer in it.
Nah, because bots
what are
again,
you doing? What are you doing?
realistically.
Are you not, bots? Are you
Sorry,
not in a
go on.
rebuild? As in, what's the whole point of going to Europe and waste my time there? You can't even get You can't even get Europa. You have to play Conference League. You have to play the conference. And if you win the FA Cup, no, you can't even get Conference League right now. So I already throw that out the window. I hope we don't get it, because if we get it, it's shambles. And if you win the FA Cup, you have to play Europa Cup playoffs. Why are you wasting my time? Just drop out of every competition and call it a day. When we're in the Champions League group stage, I'm like, give me first, second, or fourth. I do not want third. And they give me fourth. I was happy with that. Don't waste my time in Europa. Focus on the league. We're Manchester United. We dominate the league, then we do Europe second. All you got to focus on the league right now. All this Europa nonsense is a waste of time. I think we're the one in the league, us and La Liga, with 20 in the Premier League, like 20 teams, and there's more matches that got played than every other league. League One is almost done. Eredivisie is done. These leagues are done already. They are done, and we still gotta play games. We're hardcore with all our main players. I don't put me in that league.
No,
Do
wait.
not put me. I don't want Europe.
I want Europe at all costs. Okay.
I remember when Tottenham was in the Conference League, they were playing a match against a team, and that team had a train go through the side of the stadium. Like, people were sitting behind the train in the stadium. The train was going through the stadium.
No.
There is an image as well of that match. Tottenham fans were there witnessing it. So I just want to know, what kind of players are you bringing, or you trying to lure into the club, showing that league, or we're going to the Conference League? You guys want to come?
Here's the thing. Assuming, let me respond to that, and then I'm gonna bring in men like Shay in the house as well, and Vegeta. But first of all, is like the opportunity. Like, it's like this. We know if you play Carabao Cup, and assuming maybe Ten Hag is the manager, let's say Ineos do not want to change the manager, and that happens. When are we ever going to see a guy like Harry Amas? When? Harry Amas is...
I'll answer that when she's done.
Ten Hag is gonna choose the best what he feels is the best lineup, and he rarely ever goes with rotating. When are we gonna see guys like?
Let me answer your question, and that's why Ten Hag gotta go. All those you play them in the Carabao Cup, play them in the early FA Cup, not towards the end. Early round FA Cup, play them in the Carabao Cup and early FA Cup. And rotate them in certain games like Burnley, Sheffield, Luton. You rotate them in those particular games. But no, my managers don't do that. So don't blame why the managers why we should play this cup. We should not be in this competition in the first place. Because then again, the under 18 have their own UEFA Cup they have to play. If you qualify, they qualify automatically too. So what kids are you playing? Like, what are we doing here?
I hear it.
I love this comment.
And for Europe, you have to register players. You have to register players, and you have to take, I think, 4 or 5 players that are under 18. 4 or 5 players that are under 18 that it's okay for them to come to certain games. So already got 21 players, 5 under 18 players that you can, and that's if the under 18 is not playing in their own UEFA Youth Cup. Don't waste my time. Don't waste my time, Papa. You don't want that Europe. You don't want that Europe.
No,
I hear it. Right now, it looks like we will get even more injuries. We don't have depth. I've heard it. I've heard the reasoning and everything. I appreciate it. Let's actually get in the voice of another Man United fan before Shay. We give Shay the respect he deserves, because Arsenal, they played well. But Vegeta, can you weigh in on this conversation real quick?
No, but when you talk about Conference League, all I hear is yappa. Shut up, please.
Too much yappa, 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 yappa.
Too much yappa. Shut up,
Okay,
please.
okay. What if we 0-0 90th minute versus Man City, and then 0-0 to extra time? We win on penalties. What's his name? Bernardo Silva, hits it off target. What are you gonna say now when we're in Europa League?
I told you, you have to play Europa play-in. You have to play Europa playoff. So you're not in yet. You're not in yet. You have to play the playoff.
You see, bots. Now, the difference between that scenario and the league scenario is that I'm walking away with a trophy in the other one, the FA Cup. You see the difference? Not this thing of I'm finishing in Conference League for nothing.
See what this conversation was leading. We don't want too many extra games, blah, 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 blah. We just want to play domestic cups and the league.
Look,
that's
I've
why I'm
got
trying
two
to challenge it
opinions, right?
with this possible scenario. Very slim chance of it happening, obviously, but
Look, I've got two opinions, right? The whole many games thing for me is a myth, because Chelsea had not many games, and look, they suck. Okay, they suck.
Yeah.
So either way, it doesn't matter to me. But I don't want to be in Conference League. I'll say that much. I don't believe in that competition. I think it was a money making scheme. I don't need to be there. It's not. I don't recognize it. Okay, as a competition.
Guys,
so stop the yappa, my friend.
Yeah, listen to my yappa for 1 second. Okay, listen. You're basing your understanding of Conference League like from when it was just formed. It's a fairly new competition, whatever. But the thing is, Europa League has actually become like almost like Champions League. Like the quality of teams in the Europa League is so high nowadays that the second really Europa League is like the teams that really didn't make it to Champions League, or that should be in the Champions League.
The failures is what you say.
Enough for like just a few reasons, right?
People who failed.
You
can say it's like the Champions League because of who's there.
It's not just too much like dead wood. There is obviously some crazy grounds to play at, as Ronald has brought up. Some games will probably be on AstroTurf.
But bro, you have to understand one thing. Liverpool failed Europa, still respected, right? Okay, well, once you're done with bans, we'll come to this conversation. You can laugh at the comments, no problem.
No, but he's got a point. He is like, wouldn't we beat Olympiacos, Lille, Fiorentina from the Conference League? Go ahead, Ronaldo. I want to bring in Shay in a second.
Sure. The thing is that Liverpool lost in Europa and still okay season, respected in a certain way. Getting out of Conference League, bro, there's no point of even being in that competition. Avoid if it can be avoided.
Mourinho has a tattoo of it, Ronald. Come on, man. Huh? Mourinho has a tattoo of the
would you take Mourinho at the club? Again, you contradict your own damn self.
Me, actually, I would, but I know I'm the minority on this one. I would. I'll rebuild with Mourinho.
Is this crazy
hold on,
now?
Wait, Papi, why do you want it?
1 second, Omo. We've played. We've this season.
Mm-hmm.
Someone actually mentioned about Chelsea and Tottenham, right? They did not play any, but they tend to forget that last season they had everything. Tottenham was in conference and Chelsea was in Europe. This season they struggled. The same way we were in those competitions and struggled this season. Do you want to go through the same cycle next season as well? Because you are right now on your 5th and 6th centre back and trying to pick centre backs from academy. You're playing your CDM as a centre back. You're playing your centre attacking mid as a centre back.
I hear it, bro.
Papi, why do you want Conference League or Europa? Why do you want it?
I want to have more ability to win a trophy. There's a little bit of like small coins, but Conference League coins are coins. We're talking like as if we're a rich club over here. We don't need no European like broadcasting money. We need all of that. And
we need wealth, not coins.
And if you win the Conference League, it's an automatic way to enter the Europa League next season.
So Papi, what do we do about the Premier League?
We still play in it.
No, because again, you're missing the point. Because you cannot focus on the Premier League and the Europa Conference League at the same time. You can't.
No,
You
but
can't.
bots,
You
bots,
look, Papi. Look at it down the history. You can't. You
I see.
but
can't.
bots also
You
answer
only do
this.
one or the other.
Bots also answer this. Do you want to be in a conference league and win that while you are in the league and you have finished fourth? Now, where do you want to be?
Who's
'Cause
finishing? We finishing fourth
no. I'm just
in
saying.
the Premier League.
Why
No,
not?
you're gonna
Said
finish
was
If you're
sixth.
so
anything
confident
possible.
about the
You're
fact
gonna finish sixth.
you can win a competition.
Yeah,
You're gonna
but
Look
finish
at your own
sixth.
shameful
Cause
No,
it,
self-image.
cause
how
it,
are you use Ronald's argument against him?
no,
Can't
no,
you
no, no,
repeat
no.
that scenario
You're
again
not
one
finishing.
more
You're not,
time?
Papi. You're not finishing fourth. You're gonna finish sixth. You're gonna finish. That's the
Yeah.
best you can. Look, why did Liverpool? Why did Liverpool finish the league? They were up. Why did it fail? It's not because of us. We are partial part of the problem. But you also know what the problem is? They played on a Thursday. They had to come back and play on a Saturday or Sunday. They played on a Thursday again. They come back and play on a Sunday. 4 games in
Okay.
the span of 2 weeks, like you know, it's shambles. The Europa League is shambles, and again, the EPL Premier League will not help you. Like look at Ligue 1 or Bundesliga
Yeah.
or Italian league. They help the league help the team. They really like you have a game this day, you have an off day. Look what PSG second leg, PSG versus Dortmund. You know PSG didn't play the week before, right? So PSG played Champions League, 1 week of space, Champions League. So do you think the Premier League gonna give you Conference of Europa, no games until the next Conference Europa, or they're gonna give some random game on Sunday?
I hear
Can I
it.
just
I
say
hear
something
it.
before he
Okay,
comes in,
I
bro?
guess we'll settle to disagree, agree to disagree on this one.
Can
Like,
I just say something before Shay comes in, Papi? Like everybody's saying we're gonna be winning Thursday nights, bro. We barely made it out at Coventry or whatever that team was. We literally survived, and we think we're just
No, we
gonna
didn't
storm into
survive.
Conference League.
That's the team level. That's our level right there. Champions League.
No,
See how we
but
did against Coventry.
I'm just saying that
Yeah,
people are
and
making it seem like we're gonna walk into the Thursday nights and just trap everybody and just win left, right, and center. Come on, guys. It was gonna be worse. Né? We go to those pitches that you see on Sunday league nights, people get injured and we lose. But Papi wants us to be there. Aye. Come on, man. Come on.
well, you don't want to play because of the quality of the pitch. Come on,
No,
let's
no,
just
no,
get
no,
out of
no,
here.
no, no. Next thing of people like easy getting injured.
Look at the quality of our stadium, okay?
The stadium and the pitch are not one and the same thing. We don't play on the roof. We don't play on the roof. Okay? We play football on the pitch.
Okay, all right. Matter of fact, look, I want to show you something really quickly. Big up, Shay. How you doing, Shay?
Good.
Congratulations on
Well played yesterday from all the Man United fans.
Yo, yeah, I mean, thank you for not walloping us, you know.
I said well played.
Well played.
Everyone.
You said well played. Okay. No, that yeah, I mean, it seemed like you guys were, you know, more or less just cruising and but you didn't create as many chances as you normally do. So
Yeah. We need a rest timber for the Everton game.
look at Old Trafford, Shay. What did you say about Timber?
We need to bring him in for the Everton
Wait,
He's
game.
now ready to go. He's
wait,
now
is Timber ready? Because I see him playing the under 21 and the under 18. He's been good there. He's been great.
Yeah. And remember, hit this like
Yep.
button, people, and subscribe. If you don't, you are a
007 agent. Big up, Shay. Thank you for reminding us that. Yes. Yeah. No, but yeah, no, congratulations. Who was your man of the match versus Man United?
With that.
Because he scored.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Trossard, who else?
Oh God, Kai Havertz, everyone been amazing. Everyone been amazing for. Apart from Ryan, keep making mistakes.
Yeah, I thought it was like he was gonna give us like a good free kick angle, a penalty, but he didn't.
Oh, sweating.
Why are you sweating, Shane? You just
Isn't there a game today?
I
Liverpool
literally saw in
1-1.
the chat somebody just wrote Aston Villa 1, Liverpool 1. And I was like, why are we not doing a watch along right now?
It's a along.
Yeah, it's 1-1.
It's 1-1. Maybe we should do a impromptu, watch along, because I don't know how far the game is, but why not? But anyway, we also need to do like a look at our predicted game and update all that stuff. So maybe we'll do that as soon as this Villa game ends, and because it's time for us to do the thing, to make sure that we are up to date with the predicted game, and see where Shea is, where Omo is, and Vegeta, and everybody else that I know. I forgot about the game as well. Big up to Rue in the house as well. Shout out to you, saying thanks to the negligence of the Glazers, old Trap Flood is now known as the theater of streams, bro. We are really
when Ronaldo said it, he was against progress. When he said and he called out eriktenhag gung ho.
All they have to do is fix the one of the fans and keep the one in the dressing room the same. That's what they have to do.
Omo, have you seen that video of the away, like where the away players sit in the stadium, like their dressing room?
Yes, I like that. I like that dressing room.
It's not, bro. Omo, it was not constructive that we actually planned it that way.
Wow.
Yeah. They should keep it that way. They shouldn't fix that.
Somebody said that the piss smell is gonna get washed out at least. The pissy smell that's really Yeah, I gotta drop off, guys. I need to eat and feed my son. Bye-bye.
All right, Vegeta. Thank you. Before you go, quick question from Box. Before you go, like, 4 realistic signings for the summer that would stabilize or develop us long term. Let's go around in the circle and 1 or 4. You can say up to four players.
I am very useless in this regard. I don't watch anything but Manchester United. I don't do scouting.
Well, okay, listen to the conversation.
Yeah, hold on. It's not scouting. It's like what players, what position do you think we need?
Okay, I can give you positions before I dip in.
All right.
2 center backs, a DM, and 1 center forward. At the very least, that's just bare minimum.
And you're gonna leave the fullback situation as is.
No, well, he's saying realistically, based on what we will have available and depending on where we finish. And also, we have to sell. So this is me just saying, based on what we might have without selling, 2 center backs, a DM. Or in fact, I would take 1 center back, 2 DMs, because the DM thing has been killing us, and a center forward.
Yeah. Lots of sense in that one, sir. No, go feed the young one. Thank you for weighing in on that one. No, Omo or Ronald or Shay.
Let me go, because Omo would give you a more detailed report in regards to it. I'm sure he has one. So for me, it would be, man said 4 realistic signings. Okay, so a center back.
That's the key word. I was just like, bro, why are you gonna say realistic?
No. I'm gonna give you realistic options. I want a center back. I want a new CDM. I want a backup striker, and I want a new left wing.
Any names you can throw in there, Ronald?
Any names? I like the sporting striker Victor Gyarkos, some weird name he has. Yeah. The guy has good celebration as well. I like that. Center back, I think Tosin is available on a free. We can go up against Newcastle. We can offer more money as well at the same time. We have more outgoings, so there's more money to spend. There's more availability of funds right now, and sell Marcus Rashford.
Bro, yeah. Selling Rashford would be a big money boost if these actual suitors as well for him. We
at the end of the day, I would actually go ahead and sell Marcus Rashford along with Casemiro. I'll take offers in. I would go ahead and sell Maguire, McTominay. We can afford and get better replacements for the price of money we actually sell them for. I would let Sancho be happy where he is. So I'll sell him to Dortmund. That's a good place he can be. He's comfortable. He feels like it's home. He can post more socks images. That's him. God bless him. So yeah, you know what? Take a decision on someone like Greenwood. Final decision if he stays or he goes. No
Yeah.
loans. Sell or just keep, whatever the decision would be. Uh, get a better replacement for Eriksen. Time's up, my guy. Thank you so much for being here. Uh, that's a good shout from Imran as well. I think we have a similar thought process. I would not touch Bruno this season, but the following season, because I'm just reading news right now. Florian Wirtz was my option for replacement of Bruno Fernandes, but Real Madrid is all of a sudden linked with him. So I don't know. I don't see that happening, but yeah, definitely a left back as well. I'll throw it in there. Now
Yeah.
it's not even realistic. Now this is realistic. This is realism. This is what realistic signings I should be looking at. So centre back, left wing, striker, right wing, CDM, and centre mid.
That's
We
more than 4, Ronald.
yeah, that's 8 positions. We need 8 positions. We don't even need
Well,
4 positions.
don't forget the keyword realistic. When have you seen 8 players just walk in at Old Trafford like that?
Not at Old Trafford, but at Chelsea I have.
Yeah, Chelsea, they know how to sell to the Saudis.
But at the same time, we are also selling players. I'm sorry, I thought new people coming in, Barada and all of those, Wilcox and these guys, they have some pull. I'm sorry, what happened? Those guys need to go ahead and do their job. No, what did you hire them for?
No. Good
Dan
point.
Ashworth.
Good point.
Dan
Yeah.
Ashworth is sitting in a garden. Is he looking at the birds? Man should be looking at a transfer market, coming up with plans.
He should
And
be
that's
on
the
Twitter
biggest
talking to
reason
the
I
players.
don't want
Agent.
Southampton to even go ahead and come into the league. I
Yeah.
want them to just lose games, stay there, so we can go shop. Liverpool has shopped enough over there. We need to go and do
You
some
need to
business as
move
well.
like Todd Bowley, is what you're saying, Ronald.
No,
Oh my God, there's been a
what Todd
goal.
Bowley did, he actually just brought players in, sold bare minimum. We have actual players that we need to sell. Rashford is a player. Maguire this season has been a player. McTominay is a player.
Yeah.
Sancho is a player. I'm talking about players that need to go. We need to move away from Antony as well. If we can get any kind of a meaty deal for Antony, 30 mil, bro, I'll walk him out. Onana, God bless you.
Yeah.
Leave.
I hear you. Yeah, it's an interesting take. I mean, Onana, I don't know if he's gonna leave soon though. That's my inclination is that he's probably gonna be here next season. As much as we want him out, Casemiro will probably be here next season.
He
And
wouldn't
I
be.
don't even want to check where his when his contract expires. Omo, if you're able to know that information, please let us know.
I think
I'm out,
next
though.
year.
I'm out. I'll see you guys on the next one.
Next year,
All
okay. All right. Big up, Ronald. Thank you for pulling out my G.
I think Varane is this year.
Varane is this year, so most likely Varane, okay, is closer to leaving. What Shay? This question also extends to you. Like, what about for you for Arsenal? Who would you like?
Striker, like
Okay.
Isak, or we're going to sell Partey to someone. If you want Partey, he might be
Don't
good.
ask me that.
Give me Partey. Oh, that's not a bad shout, no?
No, we don't want Potter.
You don't. Why?
He will score bangers outside of the box. You can like.
I don't want it. I
Partey
don't know. I don't
could
want it.
work. No, bro. What are you talking about?
Again, you're thinking so far.
Isak, we want Isak, Bruno Gomes from Newcastle.
Yeah, no, you're not getting either of those players. You see, you want to give a Potter to go by Bruno Gomes. You see, these are the issues.
We're gonna sell.
No,
How would Partey not work, Omo? Why? What are you saying, bro?
because Bruno Gomes is better. Bruno Gomes is one of the top 3 midfield in the Premier
He's
Um,
Eddie might be going. Eddie.
yeah, I gotta go for sure for you guys. So
He
like,
usually starts like when Gabby get injured, he's will play.
Zinchenko's gotta go.
Yeah. And who else we need to get rid of?
So you mentioned two positions. You said Isak. You mentioned you know, I can't remember the other player. You said Partey's got to go, but I don't know who else you want, Shay. You don't want a defender? We're selling Maguire.
Our defense is really good. If Tommy has to get injured, we need, or Tim will get injured, we need a left back, like someone in our left back. And they get injured, our left back. You know what I mean with our left backs?
Yes. Luke Shaw. Come get Luke Shaw.
No, you can't have him neither.
What do you mean no? Oh, what? You don't want to get rid of Luke Shaw?
No, you cannot have Luke Shaw. One of the best
Wanna keep Luke Shaw?
Yeah, I'm keeping Luke Shaw.
Injury prone Luke Shaw?
I said Luke Shaw. Let me tell you why. Our issue is not a difficult one. You just gotta make our issue. You just gotta limit it. As in, you need one center midfielder, a left back, and a center back is what is needed.
I think Luke Shaw
Is done.
No, this is almost Luke Shaw's career.
I'm not talking about Luke Shaw's career. He's about one of the best left back in the league. So what I'll do is Harry Moss is coming through. Harry Moss is coming through.
It's better than my Mourinho take. You just took it to the next level. You said Luke Shaw.
Let me make it easier for you. Harry Moss is coming through, so that's a youth. You need a main left back. You're gonna keep Luke Shaw. You're gonna buy another starting left back. You're not buying a prospect. You're gonna buy a starting left back, and you're gonna buy two center back. If what this guy's leaving, if Varane or Maguire Lindelof is leaving, you need to buy a new one. So the people are looking at the Tosin kid and probably somebody from League R. People are looking at Todibo. We are linked to Todibo, so let's just put Todibo out there. Tosin or Todibo, that is two right there. You buy left back, you buy center midfielder, go back to Nice, get Thuram, and people are saying we're linked to Onana, and you get a striker.
Amadou Onana. I would love Amadou Onana.
And we go ahead and get a striker. Yeah, Amrabat is going, so you probably need two center midfielder.
Yeah.
A left back, probably one center back or two center back, and a striker. Probably Ivan Tony if it's going for cheap, or Solanke. One of them, if they go for cheap, you pick one of them. And listen, to make this easier, people from the Premier League that I want: Doughty, Ross Barkley, Ivan Tony, Onana, Garner, Tosin, and Paulinho. That's all I want from the Premier League.
Yes.
That's all I want from the Doughty should be instant. Doughty is a fighting relegation battle. He should be instant buy. Him and Ross Barkley, just buy both of them. They're both in relegation. Just buy it. And then people gonna say, "Oh, Ross Barkley's age. You send him on a 2-year contract. You don't give none of them 3 years. Just 2 years, because that's all you're gonna need them for. 2 years and they're gone. Or 3 years, use them for 2 and start them on the 3rd year.
Yeah.
And that's how you move as a big club in a proper rebuild. Yeah. Who else is there? Ghana and Onana, like they both work each other. Ghana's by far like you ain't know me, the great James Ghana, like proper center midfielder. He has gone at Everton. He has suffered. He has played football. Bring him back home. About time. Then you look at Tosin. I think he's on a free. You get that, and you go to Fulham and you get Paulinho, because again they wanted to sell him to Bayern Munich. I know he's a good destroyer center midfielder. You go ahead and buy him. And you know what you do. And I think we are linked to Olise. Like that link is too strong, but I don't think it's true. But if you are getting Olise, I hear this name. There's Ahmad, Garnacho, Rashford, Pelestri, Anthony, Greenwood. I have 7 of the swingers. 2 got to be gone to bring in Olise. 2 has to be gone to bring in Olise. It doesn't matter what 2, but 2 must be gone to bring in Olise.
Got you. Now, for me, the only say I like the player. I'm very interested in the player, but the thing about it is, it all just depends on what happens with MG. If the moment I say MG, Mark, by the way, all think MG, Mark appears. Big up to Mark in the house.
We can still play with MG. Listen, this is why it's Manchester United players will get sold. Like for example, Pelesh. Are you gonna tell Pelesh to go back on loan again? He's 22. Ahmad is 21. They cannot play in the other 18. They cannot play in the other 21 anymore. So is either are we using them or you're selling them? And you gotta make a decision now.
Yeah.
Well, why the heck is this McKenna? Why is McKenna watching the Villa versus Aston Villa? Things are moving fast in the market after the Euros. My thing is that this summer they gotta move proper. And if Ten Hag is staying, good luck. Good luck.
Well, closing one more. I gotta ask the question that Anita posed as well about Bruno Fernandes, because Box says I'd keep Bruno, but the question was Saudi clubs are interested in signing Bruno. Would you guys let him leave for 100M plus bid? Say it's
I want to let him go to Saudi.
Huh?
I will only allow him to go to Saudi. If a Saudi offer come up, I'm selling him. If a Saudi offer is not coming up, I'm not selling him. It's just that simple.
Yeah. For me, it has to be a ridiculous amount to let Bruno go. I think for right now, short term, midterm, you build a team around Bruno. That is where
No, you see, the whole building team around a player ain't gonna work. Make a system.
No, you get it's like this. That midfield is more or less set with Bruno and Maino in there. You just have to find the missing puzzle, and that could be a sitter. That's like, say, Paulinho. You know for sure you're gonna be getting somebody who's got like all the amazing tackling and ball recovery that he brings, and then for sure also maybe another sitter could be Amadou Onana, even though maybe he doesn't have the same sort of like ball security, but for sure that he can do the job. He can receive a ball and then he shield the ball really well. It's when you dispossess Onana, it's most likely a foul. We
need more tactical players that can play multiple roles. So whoever the new manager is could make it work. You don't have to buy a specialist with the manager. Because again, you can see all the players that Ten Hag won. They're all specialists, but they are so special that only he can make them work. And bro, this is not Ajax. We're gonna buy your player and you're gonna make it work. He cannot work them out.
Take a former Ajax guy, Kudus. If we Kudus can also help out on the right wing as well. Kudus, people don't know that. He's not just the player that you can play in the middle. He can also do a really good job on the right wing. But then it's giving too much shopping from Ajax vibes, and if you do that. But at the same time, the other area that I would boost is definitely our centre back situation. We need to get Todibo in there. We need to get probably another left back situation. I don't know, maybe even ball there or if at all the guy, what's his name, Grimaldo is available, pounce on him, get it, but anyway, this is sort of just a quick little Mark says Kudus ain't it. I know Mark, Kudus is it. He's got the juice. You just haven't viewed him properly. In my opinion, I think he's versatile and he brings a lot to the table. You need that multifunctional player, especially if you end up in an injury crisis type of situation,
It's not about injury players, it's a crisis. The man could play the midfield, both wings, and a striker. Technical player. That's why Ten Hag didn't like him in Ajax. He's too technical.
No, but bro, this is the guy who brings in.
Ten Hag didn't like him at Ajax. The man was born in 2009.
The only reason why I'd be a little bit reluctant about it is it's maybe shopping too much from Ajax, and
that's why I don't like this manager. I don't.
Fair enough. That is how you feel. Big up to Brendan as well, and Banana in the house for putting up as well when we are over here trying to wrap up the convo. Kudu's been flopping
Have you
since
hit that like button, people?
That's, I don't know what to do with that information. Yale says PSG does not want Rashford. Don't think anyone wants Rashford after the season he has had. It sucks. Hopefully we can find some suitors for him. Men like Shay, what do you want to say as we close up the stream, my friend?
People, remember, hit that like button. If you think you are a
007 agent, big shout out to you and Arsenal.
We need to a pang-along for Tottenham v Man City.
For real, like let's hope. Wait, how's the Villa-Liverpool game? Liverpool is 2-1 Liverpool now.
I predicted the Villa win.
Maybe Villa can do us a solid in the second half. Anyway, Shay, I'll see you a little bit later. We're gonna do the preview, the power predictions, my friend. Shout out to you. Thank you for pulling up. And also,
they do factual handshake.
Yeah. This one is cooler.
Well played from yesterday. And well done to
your hoodie, man.
Because I'm a bit tired.
Don't go out the house with it though, okay?
All right. It's my night hoodie because I'm
exactly. No,
it's
right now, make sure you just wear your Arsenal stuff, And
it's 8:33 in the UK.
Yeah, it's 8:33 in the evening.
8:38.
8:38, and Michael is waking up saying, Good morning. Yo, Anita says, anyone who follows boxing scene, what crazy John Fury. Yo, the headbutt, I saw the bleeding, Anita. I was like, whoa. Boxing is getting
a big fight on this weekend.
Yeah.
There's a big
the fight is already started.
I'm excited about it.
I'm excited about it, and maybe we might
versus Fury.
Say that one more time, Shay.
Usyk versus Tyson Fury.
Yes, big fight. Fury has had 2,000 bare knuckle fights and lost 0 apparently. Yeah, it's craziness. It's heating up over there. Yeah. I want to check to see what time the fight is. If it's possible, we might do a watch along of it. Anyway.
Hit that like button, people. If you don't, you're a
007 agent. Shout out to you for just joining. If you just pulled up right now, we appreciate you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the Manchester United versus Arsenal match review. We obviously diverted to some transfer talk, and also congratulations to Shay Arsenal. Yeah, you deserve it, mate. How are you gonna win the league though, Shay?
Yeah, I pray to Tottenham, do us a favour.
Get right here, man.
I'm not gonna do you guys a favor. That dead wood, bro. Anyway, shout out to my man Shay. Big up to you, and stay tuned for the roundup of the match day. We're going to obviously look at how everybody did in match day 37, because I think the last game of this game week is being played at the very moment. Let me just double check that and make sure, because it wouldn't make sense to do a review of the match day when there's still one more game to play. Let me just double check. So Yes, Aston Villa Liverpool is the last game of match day 37, and tomorrow, match day 34 of 38 is being played. The 3 fixtures that were not played: United, Newcastle, City versus Spurs, Brighton versus Chelsea. So I will make sure that there's a community post that is for those 3 games that are happening this week, or tomorrow and on Wednesday. So kindly comment with your predictions for those games, and even if you haven't been playing the game with us or properly or diligently, just kindly comment, and we will be there. We'll be there, and we're gonna start this game strong next season, and I can't wait. And I'm gonna win it next season. So, we'll see where you'll end up on the table. And special gratitude from me to you. Make sure you take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and big up to you, right? Good night, chat. Anita says it's embarrassing what Fury did. Picked on the smallest guy of the USIC camp and came out bleeding. I know, crazy headbutt situation there. Anyway, guys, thank you. Nico. I keep forgetting how to pronounce your name, but I'm going to go with Nico. Nikhil today. Thank you for being here. Look out. Remember to also hit the notification bell, because in a few, and then like after the Villa Liverpool game, we're going to do the review of the match day, as I said. So kindly support that stream as well with your like, even if you're not able to watch it live. Anyway, big shout out to you and the legends in the house, Box, Imran Khan, Anita, for really giving us very good questions to direct the conversation. Shout out to you. Really appreciate that. Yale, Mark, Vegeta, Brendan Chappell. Oh, Brendan, I didn't get to really greet you, but big up to you. I hope that you're doing good and you're healthy and well on this lovely Monday. And we are hoping for a lottery ticket that will win Man United some glory. That's not how it works. You build teams, you don't buy them, says Brendan. You know, I hear it. Todd Bowley can really attest to that point as well. Banana Silva as well. You're a legend. And also, who else was here? DJ Superfly, legend. Thank you so much for an amazing discussion and a great show. I really enjoyed it. Shout out to you and Jonathan Hernandez and Yale. Wait, Yale did mention, give us the house update. Let me see. It was early in the show. I did not catch on it, you know. Oh man, I'm a 007. Yes, I found it. I won the bid on the apartment, but right now it's a waiting game to see if those who are in this housing thing here in no way bids or they ignore it. They are the ones who can stop me. Yes! At least Yale won the bid on the apartment, and the apartment is not leaking like Old Trafford is. So shout out to you, Yale. Your win is my win, and it's the community's win. So I'm really happy for you. This is a very big step. So hopefully nobody can stop you now. Hey, yo. Anita says, don't forget to shout out Mark and left and right and hand Bruno and M. Nah!
Get right here, man.
I already shouted out Mark. He knows. You heard me. Oh, Anita, you so funny. Hey.